Ready?
Yes. Recording.
Good evening, Bridgeport. This is our March 11th meeting, 7:44. Thanks for coming out tonight. We are called to order. Please rise and pledge the flag. Thank you, everyone. And roll call, please.
Amy High,
Here.
Tony Heil,
Here.
Laura Hauk, Diane Gundrum,
Here.
Megan Nolan,
Here.
Saba Al-Zayed,
I'm here, and Ms. Hauk let us know that she was not going to be attending today.
Kyle Shank.
Here.
Thank you.
Madam President, I'd note for the record that we were in executive session from approximately 7 o'clock to approximately 7:42 with regard to real estate matters, including leases.
Thank you, Mr. Bello. All right, first item for business, we have for council consideration our February 11th, 2025 meeting minutes. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion for Mr. Shank, second for Ms. Nolan. Do we have any questions or comments from council or the public? All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Are there any opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. All right, next up, we have our Employee of the Month Award presentation for February 2025. We'll let Mr. Truman take it away.
Thank you, President Al-Zayed. I just wanted to announce that the winner of the second ever February 2025 Employee of the Month Award is Orlando Velasquez. Orlando is a skilled laborer in our Public Works streets crew, and I appreciate him coming out tonight with his lovely daughter, Samara. I don't want to take up any more of his evening, so if I could get the council president up at the podium with Mr. Velasquez to present him with his award, that would be great. Round of applause for Orlando.
Congratulations.
Mr. Truman, we had a conversation a year or two ago, and I believe you had I asked something about Orlando, and you said that man is a walking morale booster.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Cool.
Thanks for coming out, Orlando. I think, one of the things that I'm always surprised by, excited by, and just really thankful for is our great staff, and this is kind of another example of that. Blueport wouldn't have been possible without your efforts and your teammates' efforts. You guys were up on ladders, up on buildings, climbing things. So I really enjoyed that month and getting to get to know you guys more and work with you guys closer, and, well-deserved. So thank you for all that you do for us.
And Orlando, thank you very much for coming out tonight. You're more than welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but you can head on out, and I'm sure you've got more pressing matters to attend to.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one, all right?
You too, bud.
Thank you. So another thing that I think is really cool about Bridgeport is all the fun businesses that we have. I know me and Mr. Shank were talking once about how diverse our businesses are and how kind of randomly awesome they are. We have, reach that you can climb things in like the state-of-the-art facility. We have like places like Junebug and beyond the Rib House with world-known musicians there. And another business that came to my attention this week was Modern Timber Craft by Miss Heather Cosenza that sent me a text of someone that had gone to the Philadelphia Flower Show and found that Bridgeport was represented. So we had a whole section there. The business is run by Jake Park and Raquel Park, which I spoke to this morning. A fantastic business where they repurpose wood. So they find wood in different spaces that would have been thrown out, and they take it and they turn it into furniture, different pieces in people's homes. Really successful, great, but small business in Bridgeport. A lovely family that's running it, and I thought it was really cool that we were represented in the Philadelphia Flower Show. So just wanted to kind of let everybody know. I wanted to wish everybody a happy Women's Month. I saw really great footage of our firefighters here that were women, and I thought hopefully everybody got to read that article. I'm constantly really happy to read good news and watch the support and the efforts that are done by our firefighters, and great they were highlighted as well and celebrated. And that's all I had for today. We can move on to our next item here for council. I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't see her. So we wanted to kind of continue our Bridgeport birthdays. We have Max Hauk and Lynn Sanchez. Happy birthday to you as our March birthdays for this meeting. Hope you guys had a great month and a happy birthday. Now we can move on to council consideration. We have resolution 2025-05, authorizing applications to the Monco 2040 grant program for the Front Street Pocket Park project. Do we have a motion?
Can we get some information regarding what this is about?
Sure. Mr. Chairman.
Sure. This is the same project that, excuse me, the same project that we have already applied for funding for through the Community Development Block Grant. Last year's 2024 block grant funding, we received $200,000 from that, and we also applied to a newly opened program that the county had apprised us of last year called the Block Grant Disaster Relief Funding Initiative. We applied to that as well late last fall. We've heard nothing back insofar as where our application stands there. However, we are again applying or looking for other sources of funding for this. The maximum award for the Monco 2040, this grant application, would be another $200,000.
And which parcel was it?
This is the corner of Front and Depot. The properties that were formerly located there were 1 through 9 Front Street, right across from Mattis Brothers Auto Body. And the application or the project involves converting that into a 10,500 square foot little pocket park with playground equipment.
Yeah, I was down there today. I think it's going to be a really great addition to the borough, and I'm excited for what it's going to mean for the residents down there. We see in our Borough magazine today about different projects and things you could buy once you get that funding, so I think it's going to end up being a really nice thing for the residents. So I will make a motion to authorize application to the grant program.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Mr. Heil, second from Ms. Gundrum. Do we have any questions or comments from council or the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up for council consideration, we have Resolution 2025-06, Notice of Award of 2025 Street Paving Project 2022 CDBG Award to Innovative Construction Services for $299,645.94 pending satisfactory review of bonds, insurances, in conformance with grant requirements to the satisfaction of our engineer. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion from Ms. Schenk, second from Ms. Nolan. Do we have any questions or comments from council or the public?
And Mr. Chairman, this includes paving that is years old that's really been backlogged as well, right?
This project is the same. I'm not asking but anybody to rack their memory, but this is the same project that we notified the residents of in the most recent edition of the newsletter, in the fall-winter newsletter. It consists of Borough Line Road, both Borough Line Road coming off of DeKalb and Ross, Baker Alley, Chestnut Alley, Birch Alley, Elmer Ash Alley, I believe, a segment of Fifth Street that needs some repair after a trench failure, and a couple other spots throughout town.
Any additional questions or comments? Thank you, Mr. Truman. All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. Next up for council consideration, we have a curb cut request, 43rd West 6th Street. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I know this resident, and it's not a terrible place for a curb cut, and I think it'll probably improve that area.
Do you have a second?
I'll second it, going with the recommendation made by Steve Wanzik.
All right, we have a motion from Mr. Heil, second from Ms. Hyde. Do we have any questions or comments from council or the public?
Never bet against Steve Wanzik.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up for council consideration, we have authorization to pay borough-funded estimate number 2, TD Construction, $2,800, demolition of 137 West 3rd Street. Do you have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Heil, second from Mr. Schenk. Do we have any questions or comments from council or the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. Lastly, up here for council consideration, we have authorization to pay FEMA estimate number 4, TD Construction, for $18,987.50, FEMA HMGP demolition project. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion from Mr. Heil. Do you have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Schenk. Do you have any questions or comments from council or the public?
And Mr. Truman, this money, this FEMA money for both these, that's all in hand. There's no delay on anything, right? It's just done.
One of these is borough funded for private funds when we purchased 137 and 139 privately, not through the FEMA grant project. And this one is effectively, Roger, this is the final payment minus retainage, correct?
Yeah, this is the final payment minus a total of $5,000, which we're retaining to make sure that the grass is established on these lots once the growing season starts.
Thank you, sir. And yes, this money is in hand. In both situations, this money is in hand already, Mr. Heil.
Any additional questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. Next up, we have unfinished business. Are there any items of unfinished business? All right, we can move on to committee reports. Are there any committee reports from anyone?
Last Monday, we met here at Borough Hall for the Community Events Committee. Some topics we covered were the Bridgeport 5K, the Carnival, and movie nights this summer. Movie nights will be the third Saturday of each month again. Titles pending, so if you have any requests, make them now. And yeah, the Carnival is coming back again this year. We expect a lot of great things, and the 5K is not on the same date as the one in West Country this year, so hopefully that will help with participation. And I think that's all I have for today. Thanks.
Thanks, Ms. Hyde.
I'll add, we had our finance meeting is this coming Monday, so we'll see how things are reviewing, especially with ongoing revenues in the borough to match our budget. And then we had our planning meeting with the county last week, and I appreciate the input from Steve Wanzik and Mr. Truman and Roger Phillips, providing some ideas for professionalizing some of our procedures for upcoming applicants for new properties and changes. I think there were a lot of really helpful ideas, things that really opened my eyes even after all my years here. So I think that the plans that are coming out of that can be very helpful to future councils.
Thank you, Ms. Io. Lastly, I have a quick update for Bridgeport. Our Halloween subcommittee met as well this month. We have a really great group of people. Just really wanted to encourage everybody that if you'd like to join in any capacity, we have plenty of opportunities to do lots of different things. But if you want to have a say in how that event pans out, or if you want to see more things or have ideas, feel free to email me or stop by. Again, there's no prerequisite. You don't have to be a part of it to have or come to any other meetings to come to the other one, to the ones coming up. Those are posted on Facebook and in the email list. But again, if you have any interest, to shoot me an email. I'm happy to clue you in. Next up, we have the mayor's report. Mayor Jack's here.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Please note that if you wish to apply for the borough's first chili cook-off competition at Founders Day, applications are due by this Friday, March 14th at 5 p.m. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. And even if you don't plan on cooking for the event, please join the Founders Day event itself on Saturday, March 29th from 12 to 4 p.m. at Borough Hall, where you can vote for your favorite chili, support our Lifetime Award winners, who will be Dennis Demetrius, Dr. George Homa, and Lauren Latanzi. And you can peruse the local businesses in our vendor fair and much more. And just that my monthly office hours will be taking place on Saturday, March 22nd from 10 to 11:30 a.m. in my office on the first floor of Borough Hall. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Next up, Chief's report.
Good evening, Bridgeport. In the last 3 days or so, the police department has effected 5 arrests for retail theft at the Wawa. We've had 4 additional thefts where we've made arrests, some for property. If it's not your property, don't leave it late on some of your own property if it belongs to somebody else. Call the police, turn the property over. Don't put yourself in liability for receiving stolen property. We've had 3 DUI-related accidents in the last week as well. I'd like to thank the emergency management volunteers for continuing to assist our residents at Bridgeport Suites, whether they be through Growing Bridgeport Together, Heather, Saba with one-on-ones, cleaning, all of that kind of stuff. We're in much better stead because we've pulled together. And to that end, I dropped off gift cards for one of the last person that was hospitalized, Jerry Suick. She's a retired Philadelphia school teacher. I went down next to Lankenau Hospital today and got her gift cards and paid her a visit. She's extremely thankful to the Bridgeport firefighters that saved her life and to the borough in general for the assistance gathered. So she wanted to take a picture, and she actually made a video, and I sent that video just to Steve Wanzik for the fire department. Just very touching. That's why people do that. When you get that kind of response back from people, I'm sure that those firefighters will appreciate that. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I know it's the green is shown, and people like to have a good time. We just ask people to don't drink and drive. We're going to have some details out, and the rest of the county will as well. So get an Uber, get a designated driver. Don't put yourself at risk. We also will have an aggressive driving grant that we participate with that will be wrapping around the same time period and going for the next 3 weeks. So you'll see some Bridgeport police officers doing more extensive vehicle enforcement. Some of the most recent vehicle enforcement is off of West 5th Street, where the right turn only, an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, and transitioning to the intersections off the 4th Street and the 4th Street into Cal Street corridors. So you'll see some more folks, police officers, and people getting stopped for that. And lastly, Mike D'Annunzio, who you saw sworn in not that long ago, is in his second phase of his training. So we expect that Mike in the next 6 weeks or so will be completing his training. He's doing very well. So that's all I have for you. I look forward to seeing you out there in these warmer weather. And just before you step out in a crosswalk, before you go on a green light, pay attention to the lights. Give yourself some extra time and look left and look right before you go, whether it's a green light, a stop sign, whether you have the right of way or not. Please do that. Now with the better weather, people are out there and everyone wants to get to where they want to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the update, Chief.
Could I, just a quick question, Chief, down at Wawa, the retail thefts, I know it's a ongoing thing. Are they frequent flyers? Are they repeat offenders? Or is it just more people coming through trying to steal stuff?
It's a multitude of different things. I think that for the most part, they're generally not Bridgeport residents. When you look at the breakdown, it's probably about, for out of 10, there might be 2 people that are Bridgeport residents. A lot of it is kind of diversion theft, where people are going up to the kiosks. They're ringing up $1 worth of stuff and stealing $20 more, thinking that's not going to be seen. So we're just saying in Bridgeport, if you're going to go and you're going to steal, if you're going to go to Wawa's, do it someplace else. Don't do it, but if you are, do it someplace else, because you're going to get arrested here. We don't want to make it appear that that's okay. Stores, and we wonder why stores go away. Stores go away in many different towns for a lot of different reasons, whether it's fresh food, fresh meats, stores that are pharmacies, or Wawa's close. Not here, so we make a point to arrest those people, whether it's for a summary violation of less than $50, or if someone turns out to be a frequent flyer, then they get arrested and they get a free trip to Eagleville. But we've been working with our partners locally that have a live scan machine, so we can completely verify and save some unnecessary time and troubles with taking a person out just to get processed at the Eagleville Center. I know that's the bonus plan with the explanation, Mr. Schenk, but yeah, so it's only about 2 out of 10 or maybe Bridgeport residents, some diversion theft, and some just outright people are coming in there and filling up bags and trying to walk out.
But generally, you wouldn't say the majority are repeaters, or at least not repeaters here. They're not hitting Bridgeport and getting in trouble and coming back and trying again, or maybe they are that dumb. I don't know. I guess that's my question.
Correct. Generally, the people that I'm seeing are not people that we've arrested for retail theft. We've had maybe 2 that I can remember in the last few years. So usually they're not repeating. Usually after they get arrested and trespass, they get that this is not the place for them to do it.
Chief, do you have an idea of age? Just kind of a follow-up to Kyle's comment. An age range of is it parents that are doing this, or is it just kids that are just bored? Like, is there like a general idea or theory you have as to what could be causing it?
We had, besides the ones that we've arrested, we put 2 juveniles on a youth aid panel from Bridgeport from yesterday. So because they were so young, we thought that would be a reason to use a diversionary program. So that's 12. And then we had somebody today was like 65. So it runs the complete gamut, both mental health, youth, and you'll see a lot of 20-somethings. I think that if you look at the numbers, it's like 20, 30-somethings that come and go and figure they're just going to do it. They did it someplace else. They're going to do it here. And you just say, hey, look, you need to go back to that other place then, because we're not going to put up with it here.
Chief, in more positive news, Councilwoman Nolan and I were at one of the hotels where to help with some of the people who've been impacted by the fire. And thank you to Diane, Councilwoman Gundrum, and her husband John for really doing so much to help with that. I think we're really lucky to have them in town leading those things. But the reviews we heard from residents who had been impacted by this terrible event, they were telling us how grateful they were to your officers and sharing stories. So I hope that at some point in the future, we'll be able to give them a public commendation and thank them, because I think we were both very surprised. Not that we were surprised that they would be great, but just how much they did in a quick to help people. It's very admirable, and we're grateful to have them.
Thank you, Mr. Heil, and yes, they will. So we hope that perhaps maybe for the first meeting in April, we would be able to have something shored up. I know that with Chief Wanzik as well, looking at and waiting for reports to come back from the different fire companies so that we do it once and well. But you can expect very shortly that we will have some things to bring before you.
Awesome. Thank you, Chief. All All right, we can move on to open forum and, new business. Do we have any items for new business to discuss today?
I have one item just to bring up, and I'm not sure if we can vote on it tonight or not, but we had brought up at a past meeting possibly creating a marketing video for Bridgeport, and obviously we're not going to vote on spending it, but if it's okay with council, I'd like to ask Mr. Truman to just look into the costs and potential people who could help with creating a marketing video for us. I don't know if it would be a resident in Bridgeport or not, but I think that'd be a nice thing, and we can see the cost after that and proceed with that in the next few weeks. Do we need a vote on that?
You can vote on it.
All right.
You don't need one. You can just direct them if you
All
want.
right. Well, I'd like to make a vote that we ask Mr. Truman to look into getting a marketing video and the costs and the people involved with that.
I'll second and support that.
Any questions or comments from council or the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? That motion carries.
Madam President, one thing I neglected, and I'm sorry to do it, but I wanted to say we did post something on Facebook for the different groups that have given significant monies, just less than $9,000. But whether it's Growing Bridgeport Together, the people that donated to Growing Bridgeport Together, the Bridgeport Community Fund, the Ladies AOH, and the Knights of Columbus. We're just so thankful that there's so many people that are thoughtful enough to respond to the call. And Mr. Gundrum can speak further about the other operations later.
Thank you, Chief. Other announcements? No, are we still? No, I'm sorry.
Now we're going to announcements.
I have just a quick announcement, more of a save the date for Saturday, April 26th will be our spring cleanup day. More information will be forthcoming, but as always, we will provide gloves and trash bags, and lunch will also be provided for all of our volunteers. And the more residents we have that show up here that day, the more town we can cover. And again, more information will be forthcoming. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Nellen. Do you have any other announcements? All right, we can move on to public comment. Are there any members of the public that wish to comment this evening?
Hey guys, Emilio Buitrago, 2 Griffith Court, the new development. I just wanted to say thank you to the member of Borough Council that showed up to the little happy hour that we have last week. I know that some of you guys couldn't make it for previous commitment, but I want to thank Mr. Shank and Ms. Alzaya for showing up, and also Mr. Truman for giving us the newsletter. A lot of people were impressed that we do have those in the borough, and they're looking forward for the next spring, summer edition. So I just want to say thank you. And everybody was delighted to see, the elected officials actually mingling with us in the new development. So thank you so much.
That was a great turnout. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thank you. It was a wonderful crowd. Excited to work with everybody. Thanks for inviting us.
You had enough copies, Emilio? All right, good.
I'd just like to add a comment that the reason I wasn't at that was because earlier in the day there was a blood drive here, and just resting after that. So I want to just say thank you to the Elks for a successful blood drive with the Red Cross here. We appreciate that, and I'm sure we would be happy to host it in the future again.
Vice President Howe, I was sorry to hijack public comment temporarily, but I should have said something during announcements. Yes, this past week we had a blood drive here at Borough Hall. The Elks operated and staffed the volunteers. We had 32 folks give blood, which is a pretty good number for the first blood drive in the borough in probably about 5 years or so. And yeah, we're already looking into potentially scheduling one in the, maybe later this year.
I know it's great seeing a lot of residents here and even business owners like Mr. Brennan, who was here, and he said he gives blood regularly. So appreciate the commitment from people here in Bridgeport.
All right. Are there any other members of the public? Mr. Chairman? Mr. Gundrum?
Good evening. John Gundrum, Growing Bridgeport Together. I just want to start that we, in response to the the Bridgeport Suites fire, Growing Bridgeport Together started a fundraiser that Bridgeport residents responded to in kind with enough donations to obtain, 112 gift cards. Additionally, other local organizations, as Chief had previously mentioned, the Bridgeport Community Fund, the Ladies Ancient Order of Hibernians, and the Knights of Columbus Holy Family Council number 33277 responded and donated an additional 183 gift cards. Growing Bridgeport Together would like to thank each of these organizations for their contributions to help the displaced residents in this time of need. Many thanks to Chief Beretta for all the effort and time he has put into helping us, and especially the residents of Bridgeport Suites in general. Card distributions to residents were made at the various hotels and at Bridgeport Suites with help from the following individuals: Kyle Shank, Laura Hawk, Diane Gundrum, Megan Nolan, Tony Heil, Saba Azed, and Heather Cosenza. Again, want to thank all of them for their help in that effort. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy days and nights to help. And a special thank you from us to Justin from Woodward Properties for assisting in distribution to residents who were not available when we were at the building. Final distribution will be made by us, Growing Bridgeport Together, to residents located on the first floor once repairs have been made and they relocate back to their apartments. That's a work in progress there. Once that is done and we get some confirmation that the residents are there, we will go back and distribute the final cards to them. And to all the residents of Bridgeport Suites, Growing Bridgeport Together wishes them the best in moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gunderman. Thank you for all that you've done. Everything was organized really well, and we didn't spend any time doing anything but what we were asked to do, which was great. We just kind of showed up, and everything was already planned, and we got moving. So thank you for all your efforts. Are there any other members of the public that wish to comment this evening? All right, seeing none, we are certainly can entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
It is 8:16. We are adjourned. Thanks, everyone.